it was never going to be anything other than the result that happened. Arsenal were always going to beat Nottingham Forest, but the difference was the manner of the win. And I think that is what we really need to discuss. Arsenal have beat Nottingham Forest 3-0 at the Emirates. And it was a very, very interesting game in terms of the approach of the team, as well as the intensity and everything that Arsenal showed. It showed a great picture, I think, about the progress Arsenal have made over the season and their buys and everything else. Let's have a look at what happened first before we go into analyzing some of the players, into analyzing some of the things that happened. So Zubimendi, the first goal was a screamer, beautiful, absolute on the volley, took it brilliantly, swerved away from the keeper, from the defenders, everybody, back of the net, amazing, fantastic goal. Gyokeres goal, awesome goal. He obviously didn't score that. Great assist from Eze. And then Zubimendi back in, assist from Trossard off a free kick, set piece, FC, oh yeah, yes, that's what we want. That's what we want. I don't care how they come in, but that was a supreme, fantastic result. And the way it came was, just that. Terrible result for Postecoglou, but he was never going to win that because head-to-head, Arsenal have always been pretty successful against Nottingham Forest. Let's have a look at David Raya's performance. David Raya had a decent performance, obviously did not face too many threats. It helps when you're not getting all these balls thrown at you. He had a great save sometime in the game where he tipped the ball. He just tipped the ball enough for it to go onto the crossbar, and that didn't go in. So great performance from David Raya. I'm not going to give him 8 only because I think I'm not going to give it, but he just didn't, there just wasn't a lot for him to do. His defenders did the job. Julian Timber, he wasn't exposed that much, but it was pretty decent. I'll go for a 7 for him. Mosquera, I'm going for an 8 for Mosquera because he had that issue. Remember that mistake he made where the attacker got behind him and he went and completely took the ball off him, really rescued us there. In another game, that's 1 down, and then we're having to 1-1. Actually, it was for the equalizer if it had gone in. But yeah, and then you're looking for a recovery. Those are problems we used to have 2 seasons ago, which we don't have anymore. So Mosquera, I'm giving him an 8 for today. Gabriel Magalhaes 7. Not that he did anything wrong, but it wasn't a lot for me to criticize. Calafiori, same 7. He got a yellow card, was substituted in for Miles Lewis Skelly. I think we all understand we have to protect Calafiori quite a bit. He had a few injuries before, which, we had to protect him. Martin Odegaard, obviously, let's not even rate his performance. He came off quite early with an injury. I'm really concerned about the frequency of injuries that Martin Odegaard is getting. Any small knock and he's on the floor and getting stretchered off. He's really struggling maintaining his fitness and just being fit, being available and fit. His injury record is looking atrocious. Martin Zubimendi, you have to go for 10 out of 10. He got a 10 out of 10 for his performance today. 2 great goals. In fact, before he scored that screamer, I was discussing with somebody and we said, what? Martin Zubimendi's performances are not those performances that stand out. They are not standout performances because you can't see what he is doing that is so impressive. I think when you're watching on the telly, that's something you don't see. But of course, those 2 goals that he scored really shut you up because you can't do much more. But his performance was a 9.910 performance out of 10. Mikel Merino, he had a pretty decent performance. I did well. I'm going to go for a 7. There was nothing crazy thingy that he did. Noni Madueke, 8.5 out of 10. What an absolutely amazing direct performance from Noni. I have been waxing lyrical about Noni from the day Arsenal signed him. He was signed and I was like, this is perfect for us. And that, everyone, a lot of people were disagreeing with his purchase, saying, oh, we don't, what is he going to bring? That is what I saw at Chelsea. I don't know how people watch football, but for me, it was clear. The performance he put in today is what I expect from Noni. Also from Noni, what you get, he has got the build. You know, he's not having to train extra to become this strong player. He's a very strong, crazy good winger, plays very differently from Saka. You see, if they don't play the same with Saka. You know, he uses his physicality. Saka has to use his brain. He has to outwit. And I love the way Saka plays. Noni Madueke plays differently. I'm not a 100% huge fan. I prefer Saka's play. But there are games you cannot use Saka's play. You're not going to succeed. There are some games you can't play like that. Big teams, you know, certain teams like Liverpool, when you go to Liverpool, you need Saka in there. Because, you know, you can't always outmuscle the defenders. You have to outwit them. And Noni, oh my gosh, the runs he was making, always going to the touchline. The goal that came in at some point, he actually cut in short, and just those, the chemistry. You remember that back pass he did to Timber? I don't even know how he spotted him. I'm sure there was a shout in there. Amazing, incredible stuff. And honestly, yeah, I'm a bit too excited about it. Eberechi Eze had an assist, another fantastic performance. So I think Noni, I'm going to go for 8.5. Eze, I'm going to go for 7.5 for him to 8. 7.5 to 8 for him in this match, because he also had an impressive performance. I mean, when was the last time we had a left winger cross-buzzing on instinct, not thinking? He just got in and it was passed. He was just thinking, what is this? I am not used to seeing instinctive wing play from Arsenal. Martinelli, I am sorry, my brother, but you are going to have to find something else to do in that team, because you're not going to be getting in ahead of Eze. You are done unless some miracle happens and you change your mindset, because you are able to do what Eze is doing. You have just lost that instinct and that instant spark, but you can do what he is doing. And if you could think the way he thinks, you would be 100 times better than Eze, but you are at the moment lagging behind. But his performance was really positive and I enjoyed it. Victor Gyokeres, I would go for a 7.5. He scored a goal and he was doing a few good things, but of course, I think he's still settling in. Some chemistry issues still in midfield, but overall, it was a great win for Arsenal. The manager as well obviously gets a 7, 8 out of 10 performance. Let's have a look at some of the substitutes. Ethan Nwaneri, for me, was a 6 out of 10 today. He's got a lot to learn, and I'm not really under pressure for him to do much. He's got a lot to learn, but some of the things he was trying to do were not coming off. Some of his decisions were a bit poor. You know, he still needs to learn when to go direct, go for goal, or think and look. He needs to look first to see who's around him, where the defenders are, where his support is, because there was an opportunity where he could have played it off to Timber and he didn't do that, and he went and it was blocked very easily, slightly exposing us. If it was a better team, we probably would have paid for it, but there was no payback because Nottingham Forest made the wrong decision in my opinion. They didn't get a better manager. I reckon would have had a bit more competition if Espirito Santos was managing them. Regardless, not a big deal. Miles Lewis-Skelly came on. Steady performance. I didn't notice anything crazy. I'm not even going to mark it. Declan Rice, we missed him, of course, you know. And the only reason Declan didn't play today was because he played all those games for England. He needs a rest. He cannot go full throttle. Have him rest now, so that when we come to the business end of the season, when we are heading towards Christmas, when the games are piling up in the Champions League and everything else, we have got him fit, because he's one of the leaders in the team. Great decision by Arteta. No two ways about it. Martinelli, he got that ball to the right when he came on for Noni and ran, and then instead of doing something with it, stopped. Forget it. Me and Martinelli are on a bit of our relationship is going through a tough time. Me and Martinelli's relationship is going through a tough time, but I am convinced that with some therapy, we should be okay. We just need a bit of help. Leandro Trossard came on, assists. He got an assist for that second Zubimendi header. And yeah, good performance. Right now, for me, value-wise, Trossard is ahead of Martinelli. I think only because Martinelli is really disappointing me. I want him to progress a lot further than he has done. Overall, fantastic game. Arsenal won 3-0, and it is amazing. Please, guys, do not forget to share this video with friends and family, anyone you think might enjoy watching this, and help me grow these channels. Thank you. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok at Daliso Sports Show. I really appreciate you guys. Talk soon. Bye bye.